Jeff, ding! Round 3, the last of the 3-part series on the video of your glasses being made. The special effects is getting to you, isn't it? Okay, back to work. Here is your Oakley wire. Pop the lenses out. I will include those when I ship them back to you. Into the tracer. We're going to trace the right lens only tonight, just to do something different. And also the tracer's acting up, and I've got a $2,200 part being overnighted to me so I could trace both lenses. Remember in the good old days being yesterday when I could trace both lenses? Now it's acting up. So at least it's tracing one. I'm not complaining. So what we do in this instance, I pull up the shape on the computer. The computer does not know what size it is, so I'm going to tell it that it is 70 millimeters. And is it printed on your frame? Yes, it is. So we're going to type in 70. If this were prescription lenses, I would put in your pupillary distance, but since these are clear anti-glare, I'm just going to match, and I can pull up differently, 70 and 70. That is how, let's give you a little math lesson here. Pull your lenses out of the sleeves, toss those. I will throw that in the trash if nothing else. But if you're, let's put a red dot in the center. Hey, red dot. If your pupillary distance, and put this over the screen, that red dot signals your pupil that if it was very small, this lens would be not enough to cut out. So I'm actually matching it where it's equal, where I cut from the center of the lens. So, let's put some stickers on some blocks and cut this last pair, because I know you've been waiting for these things. And I have to go home and watch Golden Girls, so let's get this out of the way. Okay. Or, you know, there's a Love Boat marathon going on. Maybe I'll watch that. So, polycarb lens. This is not a Xyle, which is an old school name for plastic. This is not a rimless frame where it has just a string at the bottom. It is a metal. And I'm going to hit the start button with my pinky this time, just to keep you guessing. You didn't see that coming. But you don't know what's going to happen. I bet if I turn the camera down, you can see more. Again, I apologize. I'm a professional optician, not a professional cinematographer. Keep it down in the peanut gallery. Speaking of the peanut gallery, I have peanuts for sale. I found these at the beach, and actually the church was on there, so I started ordering them by the case. Make sure you ask for low salt or less salt. They will put some on there that are unbelievable. And the secret to these, they deep fry them, which is a secret here in the South. We will deep fry anything. If it has a pulse or if it's healthy, we'll deep fry it. We'll cure that healthiness. We'll fry the healthy right off of it. So while that is cutting, let's just go out into the store and see what's going on. Here's my co-workers. Here's...
You must be desperate.
And this is a union card. Since they're on camera, you have to pay them, Jeff. They're not going to appear for free.
That's right.
Here is the collection of Ray-Bans that we have for sale. The 789, the blue orange, the brown blue, the black beige, the tortoise beige, the black rubber, blue rubber, and the one I'm wearing tonight, the blue crystal. And soon to see the black crystal, which was on back order and did not come in today. All the plastic frames we have for sale here. All the semi-rimless, the huge Cazals out of New York. Now the semi-rimless frames, which we showed you a minute ago, let me grab one of these and take it back here. This is held in place by a string. If I were to pop this lens out, there is a 20-pound fishing string that holds this in place. And one of the things I like about this frame, if people are rough, I actually recommend it, because if you're prone to sitting and stepping on them, if this lens, if you sit on it and the lens pops out, the frame goes very limp, where these, if you sit on it, the metal has no choice but to break. This is a 2-minute repair and it's free, and I'm going to show you how to mount the lens back into the frame. You've heard the term, you have to have the right tool for the job. This tool, a little piece of ribbon for wrapping presents. And this time of year after Christmas, everyone should still have some of that around the house. So what you do is you tuck this in at the outside corner, and at the top, I start at the outside corner. I put the ribbon in, fold it in half, so you have two sides to grab by. I start at the outside corner, and you drag this along until you hear a snap. And that is in there. I put my finger down to hold the string and then slide that out. That is how you mount a lens into a semi-rimless. So next time that happens at a dinner party, you can play MacGyver and everyone will be very impressed that you knew how to do that. Let's just see how this silver mirror is working. According to this mirror, you might actually see my reflection while I'm standing here. Okay, maybe that didn't work. All right, back to work. I heard the machine stop. All right, back to work, back to work. Over onto the handstone. Next to today's Chinese and sriracha hot sauce. Sorry, you're getting a guided tour of the lab. All right, where's that cleaning cloth? Have I not mailed that Ray-Ban back to you yet? Man, I'm such a slacker. I need to get on that. Okay, oh, hey, look, I could be ready and have the frame taken apart, but no, I was goofing off. So for the right lens, I'm going to use my Phillips head screwdriver, put it into the slot, and open up your Oakley wire frame. I open it up just enough to give me a little bit of slack where I can pop the lens in. In goes the lens. And now I'm going to tighten this back down with my Phillips screwdriver. And if it slips again and stabs me in the finger, you will hear me cry. I'm man enough to scream like a little girl. I'm going to tighten this up. And there's still a little bit of a gap, so I'm going to take a little bit more off of this lens, which is a common theme. You can always cut more off. You can never add back to it. So I'm going to take this down about 1/10 of a millimeter. The right lens always takes a little bit longer because we have to verify the size. Once we get the size right, we can switch it over and cut the left. So again, it's just going to take off 1/10 of a millimeter all the way around the lens. Peanuts, anyone? Fortune cookie, anyone? This is so suspenseful. I just got a snack. It's like a good movie. Okay, now I have the energy to keep going. See if I can block some of that in there. And that's just cleaning the last of the residue off the frame. So that is done. Let's pull this off and see if it fits a little bit better. The safety bevel. I hear laughing going on out there. Laughing. Laughing. Hey, how are you? We're all having a good time here at work. So back into the frame it goes. I'm going to test the size. Let me grab my magnifier so I can study this just a little bit closer. Pop these on. My Phillips screwdriver. And I'm going to put this down on the moleskin to protect the finish of your frame against my counter. Finish tightening the screw. And that is closed up just like the other side. So now let's go ahead and cut the left lens. Let's take my strong magnifiers off. You want to see how strong they are? Look what happens when you try and look through them and everything else.
Dude, you is blind. You is blind. You can't see.
Okay, enough playing around. Remember, oh wait, I couldn't hear you. I didn't have my glasses on. Okay, now I can hear. So let's do the left lens. Flip it over. Hit start. There we go. Dry this door off so you can see a little bit what's going on the inside. This is the last of the 6 lenses that we are cutting. I'm going to go ahead and take this block off. There's that. I'm going to put your other pair of demo lenses into this bag to ship it back to you. So you will have them. They are yours. They belong to you. It is not up to me to throw them away. Into the box it goes. Now while that is cutting, I'm going to go ahead and ahead of time, if I was smart and not distracted, that ADD, I'm going to loosen up the bevel. And there you have it. The frame is opened up. So as soon as the lens is done cutting, I can just double check that it fits. Let's go ahead and wrap up your Ray-Ban 2132. Fold that over a little bit more and let's tape this up. It has been taped. We have tape. Now, did you pay the shipping charges to me and you expect me to mail this back to you? I've got 3 pair of your glasses. I think I might hold these ransom until I get some more shipping charges out of you. I hope you sell real estate better than I cut lenses. You're much more professional. That's why I do this on the internet, because in real life you would slap me. I know, my wife does it every day and she loves me, so I can only imagine how you as a stranger would feel about me doing this. Alright, the last of the bevel going on there. And then we'll test the size. And if anyone does want peanuts, call the First United Methodist Church in Mount Olive, North Carolina, home of the Pickle King. Anyone need some pickles? But it looks like it is 919-658-3169, and you can order these by the case. These jars sell for $3 each, or 3 for $10 if you're a bargain hunter. I recommend buying 3 for $10. And they go very well with the jalapeno cheddar crackers. But that is not an endorsement. I am not endorsed by Lance in any way. I do not get paid for that product endorsement. I only get fat from eating them. We're almost there. We're almost there. I know you're sick and tired of me by now. This is pretty bad humor. Don't worry, I won't quit my day job to become a stand-up comedian. But I will enter some pun contests, because puns are fun. This one time, I entered a pun contest, and to guarantee that I would win first place, I submitted 10 puns, but no pun intended. Win, that is. Alright, again, I won't quit my day job. Okay, we're going to pop this last lens in. We're going to tighten the screw to make sure everything is fitting perfectly in there. Put the frame back down on the table so I do not stab myself with the screwdriver should it slip. And that is closed up perfectly, no gap. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm going to take this block off. That big red dot that I had on there earlier, let me see if I can clean that off. Use a little bit of my $40 optical grade acetone. Clean both sides. And now you will be receiving a Bull City optical cleaning cloth, microfiber cloth. I will provide instructions on how to care for the cloth and for the case should you get a Ray-Ban from me, or Polo, or Gucci, or Versace, or Prada. I'll show you how to take care of the case and cloth so it'll last you for years. Again, I'm going to make sure the frame is in standard alignment, which it is. But of course, as you learned in the last video, if you need any adjustments, you can all go to any optical shop and they will adjust for free. At least 99.99% of them do free adjustments. I'm going to fold this up like a Tootsie Roll. Get me a big piece of tape this time. Instead of trying to do the whole thing, let's just do one side at a time, which is proving harder than it looks. Okay, let's show some manual dexterity there. That side is down. Now let's do this side. And as soon as I tape one side, the other side comes off. That is that. I'm going to put it in the box, seal the box off, get it shipped back to you. Jeff, as silly as I am, it has been a pleasure. If I can help you with anything else, prescription, non-prescription, you know where to find me at. Anyone else who has any questions, email me at bullcityoptical@gmail.com. And for the very last time, that's how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.